I like to call this one asleep at the wheel. I don't even want to say this out loud just in case I diminish this country's standing in the world. But it turns out that our armed forces are hollowed out, overstretched and in need of a major shake-up. Well, that's what a year-long review reported in The Telegraph has pointed out. It stated that the government will never achieve war-fighting or strategic readiness without urgent reforms to reverse a recruitment crisis and dramatically boost Britain's stockpile of weapons and ammunition. Putin must be laughing at the West. Whilst we talk about his Potemkin army, what about ours? For every 8 people that leave our armed forces, only 5 join. We've failed to meet our recruitment targets. Even when people do join, many drop out due to injury or choice. And for those that stay on, it doesn't sound great. Between 2015 to 2023, the Ministry of Defence figures showed that at least 267 instructors at training centres were charged with abuse. And we've neglected ammunition supplies with treadmills in place of missiles. And on top of all that, we are our own worst enemy. You'd think that because we're an island, which gives us strategic advantage, that we would be best placed to police our borders so we don't import terror. But it seems any Tom, Dick or Abdul can come to this country via whatever means and claim asylum on the most shakiest of grounds. After committing crimes, we'll still let them stay and pay for their appeals if they are refused. It's pathetic. We're that disorganised, we've managed to create an immigration backlog that our politicians are so determined to clear and make themselves look good that they appear to be negating our security to achieve it. And all of this under a civil service who are a law unto themselves, hijacking policy that doesn't agree with their diversity and inclusive principles, withdrawing their labour if they see fit, with productivity in many departments at an all-time low. Good luck getting a load of them to return to the office. Forget what the voting public want. It seems that the bloated and supposedly impartial civil service seems to be in charge, determining which policies they'll follow, despite being paid for by us. We've neglected our national security, and it's embarrassing. I called for a return to compulsory national service because, in my view, it will get many young people off the streets, instill a sense of discipline and patriotism, and put in their minds the possibility of war. We've been lucky so far. Most of us have existed in a country where this has been something that somebody else does in a far-away land. And if we do chip in our penny's worth, then it's usually some remote action that we hear about in the news. Arguing about what gender pronoun is or which gender pronoun you are or whether the dead should be buried as their biological sex pales into insignificance and irrelevance in the face of war. Time for the UK to get a grip. We've been asleep at the wheel.